Please click the bell icon next to the subscribe button, as you can see here, to be the first to get all the updates from Dinos Vault. Hey there guys, welcome to Dinos Vault, and first of all, a million thanks to each and every one of you out there for all the love and support all along. I'm super happy to share that the DV Brotherhood is now more than 150k strong, and today, just as I promised, I give you guys my review of the sensational, super slick, ultra powerful mean machine, the BMW S1000RR. It's fast, it's fascinating, and it is fucking awesome. Sorry about that guys, but I'm so damn excited that I got to ride my dream machine. So far, among all the bikes that I've ridden, the Busa gave me the best feel and experience. But as I swung my leg over this ballistic beauty from BMW, I knew that this is going to become my new all-time favorite. So before we go ahead with this review, I'd like to thank my sweet friend and biker brother Sham from Adrenaline Bikes for allowing me to review this bike for you guys. Now, Adrenaline Bikes is a super bike rental company, and if you want to rent this particular bike out, all you need to do is call the number appearing on the screen currently. Now, giving you guys a little bit of quick Dinopedia, BMW first started as an aircraft engine manufacturer way back in 1916. Their fascination and love affair with motorcycles began as early as 1923, with their first model being the R32. Their first car model was the BMW 320 that came out way back in 1920. And just in case you didn't know, BMW stands for Bavarian Motor Works, signifying their headquarters being based out of a state in Germany called Bavaria. The S1000RR was actually made by BMW to compete in the 2009 World Superbike Championship. Now, talking about its racing stint, Michael Dunlop won a hat-trick of 3 consecutive victories in the 2014 Isle of Man TT, also in the 2010 FIM Superstock 1000 Championship. Ayrton Badovini dominated by winning all the races but one on his S1000RR. And what you need to note here is that the bike ridden by him closely resembled the stock bikes being sold through the showrooms now. So when you're buying this bike, you know that you're buying a hardcore true blue race machine. Now, talking about the bike's design, I absolutely love the asymmetric twin headlamp layout, which is a hallmark design element of all BMW motorcycles. I also love the way the fairing is designed with a shark gills kind of a layout. The sharp, sleek and tapered tail section looks super cool. The tail lamp design is perfectly soothing as well. The styling is absolutely flawless with its razor sharp design theme and perfectly sorted out aerodynamics. Now, talking a little about the kind of technology that this bike comes loaded with, the chassis incorporates a sharp steering head angle of 66.5 degrees, a long wheelbase of 1438 mm, the long swing arm pivot, the short fork projection, the wide handlebars and the lightweight tail section, thereby ensuring unparalleled performance and precision. The suspension geometry provides the rider with an excellent front end feel. The superb agility, handling and grip level on the rear wheel along with the feedback from the rear wheel underscore the intense and awe-inspiring riding experience that this bike has on offer. We get 3 riding modes, namely Rain, Sport and Race, with ABS and DTC as standard on the new S1000RR. The Slick and User modes, ABS Pro, Launch Control and Pit Lane Speed Limiter can also be added with the Ride Modes Pro option. While Rain and Sport modes can be used within the city and highway, the Race mode is strictly meant for the track. In the rain and sport modes, sharp lean angles cannot be tried as the system is programmed as such, whereas sharper lean angles can be tried in the race mode. Also, the slick mode turns off all the electronic aids and lets you experience the sheer brutality of this machine in all its furious glory. In user mode, the rider can configure various dynamic damping control settings and dynamic traction control settings. For those who aren't aware, DDC or dynamic damping control is an electronic control unit which adjusts the suspension automatically to the given situation. What this means to us is that the RR has the optimum setup for damper compression and rebound at all times. We can set this up using the instrument console. We then have DTC or dynamic traction control, which offers improved riding dynamics and enhances the overall safety, especially under fluctuating riding conditions. We get 7 levels of traction control. How this actually works is when rear wheel spin is detected via the ABS sensors and the angular rate sensor, the DTC adjusts the engine control system accordingly to offer the best possible traction. The DTC is individually adjusted for each of the different riding modes to enhance riding safety. Apart from this, we also obviously do have the BMW Motorrad Race ABS as standard, which can be switched off. We then have something called Pro Shift Assistant, more or less similar to the quick shifter, resulting in smooth, precise and super fast gear shifts up or down without having to use the clutch. Also, the S1000RR is propelled via an electronic throttle. This ride-by-wire system gives the rider better control over the accelerator input, thereby resulting in a more crisp and instant throttle response with a lighter throttle action. Now, talking about the powertrain, the liquid-cooled inline 4-cylinder 999cc engine puts out an unforgiving max power of 199 HP at 13,500 RPM and an unrelenting max torque of 113 Newton meters at 10,500 RPM, and this comes mated to a 6-speed gearbox. The bike comes with a 0 to 100 km per hour claim of a mere 2.6 seconds and a top speed claim of a whooping 303 km per hour. Now, getting to ride this bike is like going out on a date with the Tomb Raider. She is fast, agile, ferocious and aggressive, albeit in a refined manner, and the beauty of this beast is the kind of control it offers despite all the unrelenting force of power available on tap. The chassis is rock solid and lends the bike outstanding stability and superb handling characteristics. The seating posture is a little awkward to begin with because you have to lean forward completely, as is the case with all supersport machines. The engine is butter smooth, the power delivery is absolutely scintillating, the throttle response is crisp and instant, the throttle action is nice and light, the clutch feel isn't all that hard, the gear shifts are super smooth, there's hardly anything that you can complain about on this bike. The seat offers adequate comfort, but I kept slipping down the seat each time I braked, so I hope BMW offers a textured pattern on the seat to prevent the rider from slipping forward. The fairing is beautifully designed and is quite effective in fending off the wind blast on the highways. The straight line stability is very reassuring. Also, the line holding capability while cornering is absolutely spot on. The bike goes exactly where you want it to go with pinpoint precision. Now, this is what makes the S1000RR such a delight to ride and a ruthless demon to unleash. Now, talking about the brakes, we get 320mm dual floating discs with 4-piston fixed calipers up front. At the back, we get a single 220mm disc with single piston floating caliper. The brakes are super good, offer a completely reassuring feel, great feedback without any stutter or jitteriness. You can see here that I'm doing 102 km per hour and I slam on the brakes really hard. The bike comes to a standstill in just 3.5 seconds, which is amazing. Now, talking about the suspension, we get 46mm upside down front forks, and the suspension up front as well as at the rear comes with adjustable compression and rebound and adjustable preload. The suspension is on the stiffer side, but not all that bothersome to distract you from enjoying the sheer pleasure that this bike has on offer. Talking about the wheels and tires, we get 17-inch wheels with a 120/70 tire up front and a 190/55 tire at the back. The tires offer superb road grip even while tackling sharper corners. Seat height is 815mm, which is why I was left tiptoeing most of the time, and I'm just over 5 feet 6 inches tall. Ground clearance is 140mm, and while riding this bike, by being a little cautious, I could clear some average size speed breakers without the bike scraping its bottom. Tank capacity is 17.5 liters, quite decent for a primarily track-focused machine. Mileage-wise, there's no official claim as such, but I think it'll be reasonable to expect close to 10 kmpl from this bike given the kind of performance it has on offer. The on-road price for the BMW S1000RR Pro Edition, as per my friend who bought this bike, is around rupees 29 lakhs. Well, that's pretty much it for now. I just hope you found this video useful. Until next time, this is Dino saying ciao. Take care, God bless, and ride safe.